Hello everybody, welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. It's now Tony T. It's now time for our WNBA 3-pack. Ramon Scott, find the screenplays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's bring Ramon in right now, ready to roll with WNBA. Ramon, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, we're winding down here. Just 2 or 3 games left for a lot of these teams right now in the WNBA as we approach the All-Star game on the 20th and the 1-month Olympic break. So I think these games will get some attention here leading up to the All-Star break and the Olympic break. And if anything, it's kind of getting close to the middle of the season, just a little bit past the halfway point. None of that funky 3/4 away or anything. When they come back, we'll still have 17, 18 games for a lot of these teams.
All right, here we go. Ready to roll here with WNBA. We begin here the Ion games. Aces at Dream. We see the Aces 13.5 points, favorites on the road, total 166.5.
Yeah, Tony, definitely teams going in opposite directions. Everybody knows that. Certainly right now with the Aces here, having won 7 of their last 9 games and also gone 7-2 against the spread in those games, Tony, behind MVP candidate Asia Wilson. Just maybe you could wrap it up right now. Tony's minus 2,500 right now on the board. She went 24-20 in the win over Seattle. They trailed that game early, but ended up winning 84-79. So they got them laying here 13.5 points against a Dream Club that, well, they're back home after 5 of their last 6 on the road, but they've lost 5 straight, 8 of their last 9. They've got some injury woes as well to some key personnel, including Orion Howard, Ariel Powers, Jordan Canada, all shelved here, it looks like, for this one. Atlanta just 2-8 against the spread at home. They lost at Chicago on Wednesday, 78-69. They're not getting blown out in some of these games, but they're playing the Aces here, Tony. They met on May 31st, and Atlanta actually won as an 8-point dog at home. I don't think that's going to weigh in the Aces' mind here. I think they'll just be far the best here in this one, Tony. In a mismatch, I will take the blowout. Aces to win on the road. Dream can be okay. They just got to get healthy.
All right, Ramon Scott, click the link below for his best bets. Aces and Dream. Pick here be Aces laying the 13.5. Hey guys, please use that promo code Tony T to check out to save 20% off all the Ramon's best bets. All right, let's continue on here on a WNBA 3-pack as we get ready for the next game here on the board. Mercury at Fever. We see Mercury 2.5 on the road, total 173.
Yeah, Tony. So here with the Fever getting points at home, Phoenix goes on the road here for a little 3-game trip before they wrap up their play in the first half. After this, they'll go to Connecticut and Washington. I think this is a little bit of a tough spot here, actually. Mercury on the road here after winning 3 straight and covering some numbers here. I'm expecting maybe a letdown. They did do a nice job against Dallas on Wednesday, 100-84. Kalia Copper, 32 points. I mean, I can talk about MVP candidates, even though I just talked about Wilson, but Copper certainly a star player right now with the Mercury. But I'm going to look to lean to the Fever here. They're 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 at home. The last one was that bad loss to Washington. It hurts them to a certain extent. Yeah, maybe they're still on the upswing, but now they've fallen out of the top 6 again. They had just snuck into 6th place, but falling back here again a little bit with some other teams moving up. But, just got to take care of business on some of these home games. They are an underdog here, but Indiana did defeat Phoenix 88-82 as an 8-point dog on June 30th. And the Fever have also won the last 3 meetings. Mercury having a few injuries still coming in here, Tony. Maybe a little bit with Taurasi wants to be ready for that Olympics as well, but she's been bothered by a leg injury. The timing is a little bit peculiar. She was playing pretty terrific leading up to that, but they're also missing a couple of other guards here as well. So you're missing 3 guards in your lineup, Tony. You don't have to spell it out too much. Maybe it will be a nice game for Clark. I'll take the points here with the Mercury. She's definitely rolling with those double-doubles right now.
Ramon Scott, click the link below for his premium picks. Mercury and Fever. It'll be the Fever here at plus 2.5. Remember that promo code Tony T to check out to save 20% off all Ramon's premium pick packages. Let's continue here on our WNBA 3-pack as we get ready for the next game on the board. Lynx at the Storm. Storm 6, total 154.
Yeah, and so Nafisa Collier still missing action here. We'll note her status actually has been upgraded to doubtful, but the market seems to be reading it like they just realized that she's out of the lineup or whatever, because there's been a big move here tonight on the Storm. And yeah, look, I get it. They're playing well right now. You have Lynx missing one of the best players in the world out of their lineup, but they've done a nice job now. The last two games were against Washington and against the Sparks. So Minnesota was able to handle those teams, but they did hold them both to 67 points. I think that's a little bit notable. They lost their first two games of the month before kind of getting back to winning here a little bit. We'll note Lynx 7-2 against the spread as an underdog this season, and they still post a pretty strong record. They've had, they'll have strong players here in this lineup still, including Bridget Carlton, who has definitely shined here. She had a big game in that win over LA. Not big as far as pouring in the points, but still 16 points. She went 6 of 7 from the field, made 4 threes also, Tony. So she's really clicking. She, I believe, set a team record for the most perfect three-point performances with at least 4 3-pointers made, and she's not necessarily she can shoot that three. She's an inside player for the most part that can mix it up, but she does have a good shot. Minnesota's got a real nice team, and I think that they'll be able to hang in because of this inflated number. It opened about 3, and now you'll see it on their screen, Tony, 6. I think it was 5 when I sent it, 5.5. I just noticed it was going up. No doubt the move here was on Seattle overnight, but I'm still going to hang with Minnesota. This is the 8th straight home game for Seattle, and they've all of a sudden lost 2 of their last 3, including to Chicago and to the Aces. They were close in that Aces game. Tony had 2 chances at a 3-pointer late to upset the Aces. So maybe they're coming off a little bit of a letdown, a heartbreak, if you will. So Lynx have also won all 3 in the series so far, and 6 of the last 7 in the series, covering all 6 of those 7 victories. The other one was last year, and Storm got the best of that. But the Lynx have owned this series. And to note, Jewel Lloyd, of course, one of the best scorers in the league, who averages close to 24 points a game in the 3 meetings with the Lynx this season. She's averaged just 18 points. So I'm still going to grab the Lynx here in this one. 2 good teams in the league, certainly 2 of the top 4 or 5 here at this point, and they might be non-distinguishable if they were at full strength. I'll take the Minnesota Lynx plus this inflated spread, 6 points.
All right, Ron Scott, click the link below for his best bets. Lynx and Storm. Pick here will be Storm. +5 at +6. I'm already sitting at 6.5 out right now. So do your line shopping, get the best number. All right, we got you through this 3-pack from WNBA. Now it's time to turn our attention over to Tony'sPicks.com, heading to a big weekend of action with baseball and a lot more. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
You called it, Tony, right there. We'll be looking at certainly more WNBA action here. I had a premium pick winner with the game on Thursday night with the total to go over in that game. So we're going to keep rolling in the WNBA and Major League Baseball on Friday. Brought you some premium pick winners here on the site as well. Part of a winning day for me on Thursday. So hook up with me over at Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine on the weekend. Tony showed you there the 3-day pass, and that'll get you Friday, Saturday, Sunday here with our big action. Yeah, you mentioned it, Tony. Yeah, not just the everyday games here with the MLB and the WNBA, but we'll be covering this weekend on the site, Tony, MMA action from the Mile High City in Denver. Who trained the best? Tony is going to be able to outlast their opponent and the elements when they fight in Denver this weekend with that main event, as well as the ladies take center stage with Rose Namajunas, a $2 favorite in that one, but also some other great cards. I know I've got 3 premiums, I'm pretty sure right now. We'll try to expand that a little bit. You might actually need to be on the 3-day, or you might need to be on the subscription passes there. I might have an odd number or just we're real close on those premiums, but we're going to have a package for sure, Tony. MMA action on Saturday from Denver, the UFC in action. And also, Tony, on Saturday, MLS in action will be involved in those cards. We're definitely keeping our record straight with MLS right now, doing a good job there, and making sure we're getting out winners there. And, a league that we're going to see a little bit of movement here, I think, now that maybe the Copa is about ending. I mean, we didn't have a lot of players tied up there, but maybe the attention will focus a little bit here as we get back to domestic play before more summer soccer action. So hook up with me over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll be firing all weekend long here on the site. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. I'm here every day, Tony, loading up on premium picks with my high volume approach. Going to do it here on the site this weekend.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Click the link in the description and land right here on Ramon's handicap page. This is where we get on board with his long-term passes. The big weekend of action here, guys. Get on board. You can see that 3-day pass. You guys love that 3-day pass here. All the action here. We're loaded here with the action from MLB, MMA, WNBA, NBA Summer League kicks off with 7 games on Friday in Vegas. A lot going on there, guys. And keep an eye on the long-term pass. Or if you decide on the one-day passes, the one-day passes are profit guaranteed. Must earn a profit or the amount purchased will be credited back to your account for side credits. That's profit guaranteed. Whatever you choose, remember that promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 20% off. Click that link in the description, land here, and get signed up. All right, Ramon also hosts the morning steam here every day on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Get a free pick from Ramon from the games from all the major board. He'll also cover peripherals for you. It's chat driven, so you folks in the chat can chime in with your picks. For Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.